If I seem a little distraught, it's because this is the longest drought for a Nintendo Direct ever. And just for the record, the second longest Nintendo Direct drought had a Nintendo Direct Mini to come out within that period. We have not had that either. So when it comes to general Nintendo Directs, this is by far the longest drought of all time since Directs have been a thing for Nintendo. I'm not actually distraught, I just woke up, so don't worry. This is not like that sad or weird of a video, but the point is, it's been a while, right? And today, I'm pretty sure, is it the 3rd? It's the 3rd. It's the 3rd of March. So, it is the Nintendo Switch's 3rd year anniversary. It's been 3 years, and there's been some fantastic games. Breath of the Wild, Luigi's Mansion 3, which I actually just started playing, and I'm loving it. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There's been some great third-party games as well, like Witcher 3, Dark Souls, and Doom. There's been a pretty nice lineup on the Switch. It's been great. I love it. But I want to know what's happening this year. 3 years into the system's life cycle, we should now be getting into like that second generation of Switch games. Like the second cycle. These games should theoretically be even better. What are they? What are they going to be? Well, we don't know. Because the only game we know about that's coming out by this year that's being published by Nintendo, besides Animal Crossing, is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That's it. Nothing else is confirmed, at least. Sure, there's No More Heroes 3 and there's Bravely Default 2. Those games Nintendo may have had a hand in terms of getting them over to the Switch, but they're not being developed by Nintendo. And there is Breath of the Wild 2, and I do still believe that could come out this year, but it's not confirmed for this year. And given how long we've been waiting for a Direct, I do think it's a little unnatural. I do think something is off here. Because, again, some of you might say it hasn't been that much longer since the second longest drought for a Nintendo Direct. But again, I'll say, the last time we got a Nintendo Direct Mini, we haven't gotten anything like that. So I do think something is off here. And again, I'm going to bring it up. I don't really want to... it's a serious issue, right? I do not want to... I guess... How do I put this? The coronavirus is a thing, and it's getting progressively worse. A lot worse. Now, is it going to be lethal for everyone? Not necessarily, but it is something that's spreading that is endangering a lot of lives for those who are either sickly, old, or just not well provided for in whatever country they're in. Regardless, this thing is spreading all over the world, and it's leading to different issues. A lot of it has to do with manufacturing. It really wouldn't surprise me if, for whatever reason, Nintendo employees not being able to be at a certain place, or simply some dates for some games getting moved up, something along those lines could lead to delays. I don't know. That's just what I'm sort of thinking right now. So, definitely, you know, I'm concerned about release dates for games, including Breath of the Wild 2. I'm hoping that that doesn't have to be an issue. I'm hoping that the development for the game hasn't been interrupted at all, but it's possible that maybe it has. I don't know, and I'm just stating possibilities here. I hope that's not the case, and I hope anyone who's dealing with this virus gets treatment and can live a healthy, happy life. But the Nintendo Direct will eventually happen, I'm sure. When? I don't know. I think March makes sense, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, Animal Crossing New Horizons comes out March 20th, and after that point, we do not know about any release dates from Nintendo. So there has to be some sort of event at some point or another where more release dates for games will be announced. You gotta think Nintendo's going to have more games coming out this year. For the last few years, they've been publishing... No, not even the last few years. For years, they've been publishing over 20 games per year. And you know, on the Switch, that's guaranteed to happen. They're guaranteed pretty much to average more than one game per month. Something seriously would have to change to not allow that to happen. So there's got to be a lot of games to be announced to come out this year. We've only gotten one so far. Well, it hasn't even come out. Well, yeah, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and then Animal Crossing. That's it. So there's got to be more. Now, what will that be? I don't know. But here are my wishes for what we could see in a Nintendo Direct. So my first wish is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I want that game. That is a remake of one of my favorite games of all time, and it's not just one of those more Nintendo-esque remakes where they don't really change too much. They just kind of keep to the original vision of the game and just add a few quality of life changes. No, this is a fully rebuilt game engine for Xenoblade Chronicles, and it looks like they're adding extra content as well when you look at the end of the trailer. This is going to be exciting, and I can't wait to learn more about how they're going to maybe perhaps adjust the mechanics a little bit. Maybe they give us a better idea of sort of the extra new content we're getting, and maybe even a release date. There's already an ESRB rating for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I'm hoping this around the corner, maybe May. I think that could maybe happen. Now, going beyond Xenoblade Chronicles, I also would like to see dates for No More Heroes 3, as well as Bravely Default 2. Those games are very interesting to me as well, and I'd like to see when they could perhaps be coming out. And on the note of third-party games, I would like to see a little bit more on Doom Eternal for the Switch, as well as the rumored BioShock collection that's coming to the Switch as well. That would be very, very exciting. And I don't necessarily expect this during Nintendo Direct, but these are my wishes. I am hoping perhaps we get some news on the rumored Master Chief collection or Rare Replay for Nintendo Switch. Those would also be very, very exciting, and I would just absolutely adore that entire package. I very badly want that for sure. Now, on the note of Microsoft stuff coming to Switch perhaps, what if we get another Microsoft character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? It has been a long while, maybe we could see the next Smash character. I've been talking about maybe Master Chief being that big, holy crap kind of character to come to the Fighters Pass. Maybe it could be Master Chief. Maybe. Is that a wish of mine? I kind of wish it. I kind of want to see that. That'd be really cool. But regardless, I would like to see another Smash character reveal. I think it's been about enough time. I think we could maybe see another reveal for a character. Now, if we're talking about what I want the most in terms of a Smash character, it's Rex and Pyra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I do hope that they show up in this Nintendo Direct. Fingers crossed. I mean, if they're going to talk about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, maybe they could also sort of tie in a Xenoblade character Smash reveal. Maybe. But going beyond that, what else would I like to see? Well, if you've been following this channel, you probably are well aware of my obsession over Metroid. So I would like to see something Metroid, whether it's the rumored 2D Metroid game or Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. I think we should get that, especially if Metroid Prime 4 is further down the road than some people may be expecting. What if Metroid Prime 4 is a big holiday 2021 title? I think it's about time to start building up the hype for this game by releasing Metroid Prime Trilogy. And even if it's not really that close, I think they probably should still release it because people want it, and I don't think that, I don't know, I just want the game. So I'll look for any excuse to get Metroid Prime. And if it's not Metroid Prime Trilogy, maybe the 2D Metroid. Something Metroid would be really, really nice. And since again we are talking about wishes here, not necessarily predictions, I'm going to talk about something else that I really want, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. Well, it could happen. I think it will happen, actually. It's really a matter of when. I don't know if it'll be this year or a few years down the road, but I would love, absolutely love, to see F-Zero come to the Nintendo Switch. And I don't mean like an old one. I mean a brand new F-Zero with 32 players online, with beautiful HD graphics and a tough challenge and an incredible story mode. Maybe you could also build your own cars you could in GX, as well as maybe a stage editor back when we got the special version on the 64DD, I think, on the N64, something like that, but obviously modernized. That would be amazing, and I would love to see something like that for F-Zero. But that's more of a wish, not an expectation. But please, Nintendo, work on F-Zero. It's like the best racing franchise ever. Yes, I think it's even better than Mario Kart. And yeah, I love Mario Kart. Really big on that. If we were to get some sort of Mario Kart update, I would also like to see that during the Nintendo Direct this time around. That would be fantastic. If they're actually doing something for Mario Kart 9, as rumors suggest, that would be great. I would really love it if they could go along the lines of what Diddy Kong Racing was, have a hub world, make it a little bit more of an adventure. I really want them to delve a little bit further into the world of Mario Kart and the different characters that are involved in it. And when it comes to the characters in Mario Kart, I do want it to be a little bit more like Smash Kart. I want them to expand upon the ideas they used for the DLC in Mario Kart 8. Bring in Link, bring in Isabelle, bring in a few other characters as well, perhaps Star Fox, perhaps Captain Falcon, perhaps Donkey Kong's already there, so that's not necessary. But you get my point. Different Nintendo characters getting in there would be great to see. Now, something else I would love to see, but I don't necessarily expect it right now, would be a reveal for the next big 3D Mario game. I'm expecting that Super Mario Odyssey 2 is actually in development. The question is, will it come out this year? I don't know, but I think it's possible. I think there's a possibility we see it in this Direct, maybe, but really at this point it's just a wish, a hope. I hope we get to see the sequel to one of the best Mario games ever made, Super Mario Odyssey 2. That would just be amazing. I hope it happens, but again, these are wishes, not predictions. And now, for my final prediction, or wish. I keep calling them predictions. They're wishes, okay? Wishes. But my final wish for this Nintendo Direct that I desperately want to see. Desperately. And I think this one's not even that crazy of a wish. This is actually kind of a prediction at the same time. Somewhat, because it may happen a little bit later in the year. But I am thinking and hoping that we will see something for Breath of the Wild 2. The sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It is the 3rd year anniversary for this game, along with the anniversary for the Switch. This is my favorite game on the Switch. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It is an incredible game. And to see the sequel, which I think will expand upon the ideas for Breath of the Wild and make it even better, perfect that formula of the open-air game, there's so much potential here for an incredible, incredible game. I think the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild could literally be the greatest game of all time, at least to me. And I think it'll be amazing. Now, could we see it in the Direct? I think maybe. I think if there are no delays, Breath of the Wild 2 will come out this year for the holiday season. And I think showing off the big holiday game in March kind of makes sense. They did that for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate back in 2018. They teased it. I think now they could give us another teaser, but with a 2020 confirmation. That would have me through the roof. I would just be happy. I would be incredibly happy, and I'd be 100% fine with everything, no matter what. Everything could be burning around me, and if I knew that Breath of the Wild 2 was coming out this year, I'd be fine. Maybe not actually, but you get my point. It would be really awesome to hear that. So those are basically my wishes for whenever this Nintendo Direct does happen. I think it's gonna happen in March. It doesn't look like it's happening this week, maybe next week, fingers crossed, but we'll see. Anyways, everyone, this is AndresRestart. Thank you so much for listening to my ramble and wishes this time around. I'll see you all really soon. Take care.